And today we're joined by a very special guest, in every sense of the word. It's Al from HugeUpdate.
Oh, hello. I'm Al from HugeUpdate. I run a successful indie game podcast. How you
Which
guys
we will
doing?
link in the description below, because it's very good.
Yes, we will do that.
So Al, how are you today?
Finally, because oh man, I'm hot. It's so hot round here, it's crazy.
I'm going to cut the second part of that sentence out, and then just put a picture of you up. Guys, I'm so hot right now.
Yeah, I'm so hot.
Is
crazy,
he
I got
hot
this-
of that sweet PlayStation news last night?
No, that is a segue, Chris.
Yeah.
So yeah, we watched the
man.
PlayStation meeting last night. How good was your initial thoughts, Al?
Oh, what, watching Andrew House just completely fail at holding a PlayStation.
Yeah, it was like bigger than him. It was brilliant.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like that cut of just like him with a PlayStation, it was like, oh god, it looks like he's gonna drop it. I swear down, like the mic cut, and it just said, "Put down the PlayStation."
Yeah, he was
I
trying
swear
to steal
down,
it.
I heard that. Yeah.
So, for context, if you're not listening to this during the time, they did a PlayStation meeting last night where they were going to announce the Neo that's now called the Pro, and we'll go through it, and we'll talk about how bullshit it all is in a minute. And everyone thought it was going to be really big, though, didn't they? Everyone was like, oh yeah, guys, New York, that's when Rockstar are. We're going to admit... No, not that. They showed Shadow of Mordor, though, so that's good. That's only 3 years old.
Yeah.
Infamous Light, as Mark Sony called it.
Yeah.
Lots of mic and prompt problems, I think, as well.
Yeah, it was strange, because obviously it was in New York, that's where they did the PlayStation 4 first unveil, the big show, showing all that off. So, like you said, people go, they're going back there, show off this new console.
It's TGS next week, though, isn't it? So
Yeah. So, what was your thoughts, Al? Bad show, good show? If you had to give it a rating out of 10?
It was a terrible show. Come on, like it was nothing more than just like a glorified tech demo, which for stream watchers was pathetic and almost impossible to understand because they were just going like, "Man, this looks amazing. It looks amazing." It got even better as soon as the show finished. They started to talk to what was it, Zero Dawn, the creators of that, Guerrilla Games. And like the guy introduced went, oh, sorry guys, we're here with Guerrilla Games, but I can't stop looking at the screen. It's so gorgeous. And they pan to the screen, and it's literally just the font.
Yeah.
Like they're not looking at the game.
Font.
It's just the font, and it's just like
X-Men.
that font, man. In 4K, it's delicious. It's
Oh no, it was so cringy. Like, I mean, as well, I think the biggest thing they should have immediately gone, hey guys, if you're not watching a 4K TV, don't worry about this, guys. Just turn it off. Yeah, just turn it off.
Yeah, it seemed like that because we were watching it. I didn't watch it live because I had Skittles last night, so I watched it this morning with you.
And I took the piss out of it the whole time. For the record.
Yeah, and I watched it and I was like, oh.
My favourite bit is when they went, I'm going to turn it on now, and then nothing changed. I loved it. It made me so happy. I was like, oh, cool, yeah. Man, that looks more brown. I agree.
Yeah, it was an odd one. So let's talk about...
Let's go in order, right? So first of all,
The Slim.
my boy Andy House comes out.
Yeah.
Drops some weird accent I can't quite place. I think Bristol, but I can't quite place.
Isn't he Welsh?
No, he's not Welsh.
I thought he was
No,
Welsh.
he would have had a drink and a leak or something. So he came out, he showed the Slim that's obviously leaked.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen this, Al, yeah? The one that's just like a weird
yeah.
shaped
I'm kind of
PlayStation.
surprised. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that it didn't just like start playing like lowercase video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
that was a more
do you want
in-depth
a review?
view.
We've got a review.
Yeah, just like at least make a joke about it. But they didn't.
Well, they did
even.
last
It's
time,
just
didn't
like
they? Remember when it leaked last time? Jackie T came out and was like,
Yeah.
we know you've seen it, but
Yeah.
here it is anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were
yeah,
going to
like-
do exactly the same. They were going to go, here it is. I know you've all seen it. It's coming out this week.
Banter.
It's-
Hashtag bants or something.
Here's the price. What do we think of the price? £259 British pounds, making it £10 more than the Xbox One S.
Well, I think like they said it's going to replace the standard console, so it's like, oh cool, yay, the standard console.
Yeah.
But, oh man, I don't know, like because it seems. I think if you haven't got a PlayStation, then yeah, cool, great.
Yeah.
But like if you've got we've all got PlayStations quite clearly, so it doesn't really. That's not for us. So
No, so it's a strange one. Then after he showed the Slim, He didn't really talk, and then they went right into Neo, didn't they?
The thing that we forget about, and they forgot about, they didn't say anything about the new controller.
No.
Because it's got a new controller. It's a new, updated DualShock 4. I don't know if you've read this out with the different camera on the front and everything.
Yeah,
the
it's
different
got light
lights
bar
on.
here. Yeah.
The only thing like I noticed is it's got like they put like a little window on like the touch bar.
Yeah.
And that's it. Is that really it? Is that like the only bit of update?
I think they've improved battery life on it, and
is it Bluetooth or is it just?
It's compatible with the new Bluetooth stick, but they're all compatible with the new Bluetooth stick.
So yeah, it's literally. I mean, they could have just shown it in like some sort of weird CG video.
Yeah, or had a special edition and come right away for the new.
Well, to be fair, I don't even think he mentioned it, did he? I don't think. I don't think he's just like, oh, it's slim. Oh yeah, it's got a new controller, everyone. But
yeah.
So yeah, 259. Would you pay 259 for it, Al?
Yeah, it's a fine price, but to be fair, like £10 extra for the Xbox Slim, it's a better deal because you get a Blu-ray player and better stuff with it.
Yeah, we will talk about that Blu-ray player later on. Don't you worry.
Oh god, that was crazy when I actually found that out this morning.
Oh god, so after that, brought Mark Cerny out, who I love. Mark Cerny.
Yeah.
He's the most intelligent man you're ever going to see. His voice does not fit a stage show. So you're just there going like falling asleep.
I feel like any moment that man's just going to go and now your mum's in the basement ready to die. It's like what?
Yeah. Even that he was going to get like real camp. So they're just like, boys, here we go. You're like, okay, Mark, you're right there, Mark. Mark, you okay? But he was like so into it. He was like, like, guys, you want to see the colours? And you're like, pink. No, not pink. Pink. You're like,
yeah, and how dare he trash my TV?
Yeah, man, bastard. I've only got one pink. I wanted 4 pink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
4 different pinks, guys.
Yeah, well, so he came out, showed us what.
He bored us to death.
All about the HDR.
And
the 4K resolution.
Cool.
And if you playing, he showed us what it looked like on a 1080p TV.
He showed us that it'll make your TV bigger. Am I right in reading that?
No, it showed you what it looked like on 1080p, and better resolution, better textures.
He did in 40 minutes what Xbox did in a 2-minute video at E3. So.
Yeah.
He showed us Infinite First Light, which came out 3 years ago.
Yeah, roughly.
They showed us Shadow of Mordor, which came out 3 years ago. They said
do you think they showed them to show you what a launch game and older game will look like? Like, yeah, we are going back to do these games like you've got in your collection from 3 years ago.
See, I would say
like.
that, but then he only said half a dozen first-party titles.
It's good. They only got half a dozen first-party titles.
That's true. Again, talk about that later. But I don't know, was there anything that stood out in that montage for you, Al, or were you just kind of like, cool, more stuff?
What was it? The only thing that people pointed out to me was a new Paragon character, and that was about it, in which I got the open beta for it, and I do enjoy playing that game, and it's just like, oh, okay, cool. I'll wait for Epic to do a better announcement for it.
Well, yeah, because it didn't draw, I didn't even know that. They didn't draw attention to that at all. I was like, God, this character looks like Shepard from Mass Effect.
It was a cool like little like drop in, and plus I do like the fact that like Epic, again trying to like they said like an Epic are making the most out of our like new technology, and it's just like are they strong arming you like they did with the 360 for Gears of War. Because that's what happened with that, is like they were like, hey, we can make Gears of War look this good, which is bad, or we can make it look this good and it was going to wreck your consoles. And they went, the console wrecker.
New footage from Horizon Zero Dawn though. That game looks beautiful.
Oh, it does, but like I didn't appreciate the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater song they had while it was going.
Everyone loves Snake Eater.
Everyone loves Snake Eater, but like it's the same with the Mass Effect showing, because they showed Mass Effect 3 gameplay.
No, Andromeda.
Gameplay.
Of Andromeda.
Gameplay.
Yeah.
Of him walking around and playing Metroid Prime and just scanning stuff. And I was like, cool, great, Mass Effect. We all know Mass Effect's gonna be good, so.
Yeah, that's the actual first gameplay footage, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it?
First ever world exclusive gameplay.
I'm not counting that as gameplay. I'm not even joking. Yeah. It's in engine, it's moving.
It's in game, and they didn't show a dev at work.
Yeah.
So that's a start. That's an actual improvement.
That's an EA statement. Where's that Criterion? They cancelled that. Okay.
They did show off some Call of Duty,
Call of Duty, man, and obviously Mr. Hendrickson couldn't realise he couldn't be heard. and it was brilliantly awkward. And if you watched, because I watched it again this morning with Chris with the PlayStation thing, and you can even hear the PlayStation going, "This mic's not working. Yeah, this mic's not working." It's brilliant.
Me and the rest of Twitter were going nuts. The Twitch chat went crazy over it. It was amazing.
Nice.
Like just me and my whole entire
Yeah, your Twitter was pretty good the whole time to us, Al. It was worth following.
Yeah, me and there's a guy on YouTube called Pixelburn who does great news wrap up of the week of games, and me and him just had a riot going through it. Jesus Christ.
It was so bad. So yeah, they showed Call of Duty. You went down a hallway and you followed a guy, and then it was like hoorah, and you shot a dude, and that was Call of Duty.
Yeah, same old. Call of Duty.
Yeah, I actually quite like the look of it.
Isn't it weird that they didn't have Titanfall 2 there?
Yeah, they made like we said that earlier. They made a point to mention the other games that were bringing out the shit like FIFA. Like FIFA's gonna look better.
Yeah.
FIFA can look better. You know?
If it was gonna look better.
My God, the grass. Anyway, so
what did EA? Oh, they showed Mass Effect. I keep forgetting EA.
The guy came out and was like, "Oh yeah, they told us we had to bring something, so we brought this like weird video of Mass Effect. We kind of want to show better stuff later though, so thanks guys."
When else are they going to show it? Because they're not going to show it.
I don't want them to show it. I want them to say it's out March 12th, and then I want it in my hands, and then I want to be disappointed by it, like I was last time I played Mass Effect.
Yeah, didn't probably be playing that NX in March.
That sweet NX. This isn't a Nintendo podcast.
No, okay, but we go to the Neo. He came out, showed us. It looks like Pro. Sorry, it looks like the Slim, but with a layer of extra.
We'll get to the way it looks in a minute, because me and Al had fun with that as well on Twitter.
Yeah, it looks like a triple-decker burger.
It literally is like there's someone's photographed like another one, which is just another one on top.
Yeah,
which is brilliant. I can't. What else did they announce? Is that it? Well, literally, and they were like, "Oh no!" They went, "Every PS4s can have HDR."
Yeah.
For a firmware, and I was sat there watching it, going, "Right, so why am I buying the Pro then?"
Yeah, because you own 1 terabyte.
I've got 1 terabyte PS4.
And now it's going to have HDR support if you ever buy a HDR TV.
Which I won't, but if I do.
So it does bring you to the point what is...
So 4K and a slight performance boost.
Is what the Pro is offering. You know, that 4K and that performance boost. Is that worth the £350 that it costs?
Not if you've already got a PlayStation. Sorry, if you don't have a PlayStation, like I think all three of us agree, like go out and buy that one in November. But like right now,
but should you buy that one in November? Well, the Slim is £100 less, and the only difference is it hasn't got 4K resolution and streaming, and isn't like this powerful. But okay, that's going to make a difference. So you go buy a Slim and you play Final Fantasy 15 at 900p 30 frames a second. I buy a Pro and I'm playing at 1080p 60 frames a second. Is the game going to change in any way? Is your experience going to be different from my experience? Is Noctis going to die in mine and not in yours? No, the game's going to be exactly the same. So is it worth that extra £100 over a Slim?
Only if you want future stuff. So if you're going to get a 4K TV and you're going to get VR. Maybe.
Yeah, they said there's going to be a slight improvement for VR, but not a big deal like you've said before.
Would you bother at all, Al, at any point?
What, getting one? No
selling point at all.
Do you own a 4K TV?
No, of course not. Next year, the 4K TVs come out that are worth price. And the way that they talk about the new way consoles are going, wait like an extra year and the better version of the Pro is going to come out, and that's going to be better than the PlayStation I have now, which is the one I want. So why would I get the slight increase? It's like, because again, like if they're making it like a phone model, because that's what they keep saying is like, we're going to make them like phones now. It's like, okay.
No, yeah, Sony's from their PR messaging and stuff, because I get through Gintendo, I get press stuff from Sony. They still talking. It reads this they say Pro, they Slim, they go this PlayStation 4 generation, this is Pro is for this generation, so I think they're still going to do a PS5. Even Andrew House said that in the Financial Times at E3, he said we want to iterate during generations, and from their press feed it does sound like they're still going to do like a PlayStation 5, where PS5 could be completely different, that we have multiple consoles, like
I think it's splitting hairs, man. I think PS5 will come out and will be the Scorpio, but it won't be called like the Scorpio. Would just be the Xbox like universe or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think the PS5 is just going to literally be like, oh, you can play your PS4 stuff on it. It's just called the PS5
because we have exclusive games. That's
maybe that's the only, because I think Microsoft want to do PC. I think they want the low end, the high end, the mid end, all that kind of stuff. That's why everything works on PC. That's why they're adding mouse and keyboard support.
They're going more on the service.
The service, yeah, but I don't know. I think it's a load of bollocks. Excuse my language, boys. Load of bollocks.
Yeah. Yes, it's a difficult one because I've been looking at 4K TVs, and the main reason I've been looking is Xbox One S / Scorpio, and the PS4.
And I'll add context for Al. Chris buys everything. Okay. So like Chris has got VR pre-ordered. He's got like a $2,000 TV. Yeah. You know, like he's mental. He loves it.
Like he's the power user they're going for. So
he literally. Yeah. If they said in the thing, this is for Chris Pengelly. Like that's basically what they were saying. Like, mate, it's for you, right? Yeah. Dave, you're a bit of a cheapskate, mate. Go play your Mega Drive. I'm like, alright, fair enough. Got Shining Force 3, guys. So.
Oh, that's your not cheapskate. You've got
It's actually on the Saturn as well, so I don't know.
Yeah, Saturn.
Anyway, but yeah. So
port of the one on the Mega CD.
Let's not talk about. We'll do the Sega podcast later if you want. That's fine. So the crux of what we've got. So they've shown off this crap.
Yeah.
They show what it looks like. So Al, what does it look like?
Oh, look, it literally does look like a triple-decker burger.
So they've just taped a PS4 on a PS4. I think that's what they actually did. I think they went, fuck, we ain't gonna have this ready, boys.
Nah.
Got the duct tape out.
Yeah, it
looks massive.
It looks so stupid. Like mine, like fits comfortably next to my TV. I can't imagine how much like how bad that play.
Have you got an Xbox One out?
Nah.
Well, because you basically need to build an extension in your house to get the Xbox One under your TV, and that looks like the same problem. I mean, I've had to literally hire people to hold my Xbox One if I want to use it because it's that big, and you've got a hard drive stick on the back as well. But I don't know
how big it is because
I mean, Andrew House is not like 5'1". He's like a decent sized bloke.
Yeah. And
he looked like he was struggling. He looked like his back was going.
They said it was £10 heavier, didn't they? All the
yeah.
But was that £10 heavier than the current PS4 or the Slim?
It's £10 heavier than God itself. That's what it is.
It doesn't look good, but I haven't seen one in the flesh because the Slim didn't look good from the leak pictures, and then someone took professional pictures.
I still don't like the look of the
Slim. And it looked much better in the professional pictures.
So I think it looks like a toaster.
I want to see one in the flesh.
The flesh. Well, you're going to EGX, so you will see one in the flesh.
Hopefully.
So yeah, I don't like. Because the problem I have with the current PS4 is the weird slant makes it overheat a lot at the back. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this. Because
it can get warm.
Yeah, because the heat doesn't come out flat; it comes out and then catches the top. So I'm wondering, is that going to be like doubled with this? Because it's going to be like it's going to need more fans for the enhanced GPU, obviously. Yeah. So it's going to be like it's already quite loud as well, the PS4. So I don't know.
Yeah, everyone says that on that, but I've never really taken notice. But it's been turned off like the last 3 years.
Your favourite console was the Dreamcast, which you can hear from space. So that's all.
Yeah,
I can hear my PlayStation quite loud and proudly, so I can say it is loud.
It is loud. Look, to be fair, the Xbox One isn't, but that's because of the brick. It's very quiet. The Xbox One runs very quiet. Right, so this is the point that we're about to make, and this is my rant that I've been waiting for today. So you buy your PS4 Pro for your 350 quid.
Yeah.
You've been told this is the state of the art, the jazz. You can get your 4K TV. It's not got a 4K Blu-ray drive. Are you joking me?
Yeah, that is.
Don't Sony license the Blu-ray drive? Am I wrong with that?
Yeah.
So they knew Microsoft has one in their S because they paid them to do it.
Yeah, they would have ordered them from someone.
They didn't go, should we put one in the PlayStation Pro? No, guys? So it's got streaming, great. Like, my internet's not going to do 4K streaming. I don't know about yours, but mine gets close to that.
The solution I thought was, unless they do the first, it downloads the first 15 minutes or something, and then when you start watching, it continues.
That's still really dependent on your streaming speed, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. Like, what's your internet like up there, Al?
Good, but you got to remember, us being UK people, we have basically magical internet that works almost flawlessly compared to America. I mean, you imagine over there trying to do a 4K stream, as soon as you get 5 minutes into watching a film, your provider just kills your internet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then that's like they're quite big countries. You think of the smaller markets that PS4 is in.
Yeah, it's in like
Asia and stuff. I know that's Asia's very up and down. It's either super quick or it doesn't exist.
Yeah, but like I was supposed to buy it, it'd be super quick, wouldn't it? Because they've got a big market in Middle East, haven't they? PlayStation at the moment.
Money, but it's strange, man. So like you've got this. So if you compare it, it's going up against the S. It's not going up against the Scorpio like everyone hoped.
Yeah. The
S is a better deal. I can't. Yeah. I know everyone likes PlayStation, but this is a PlayStation podcast. But I think the Xbox is for hardware is a better deal.
Yes, it's 250 quid. You're getting HDR support, 4K films, and 4K streaming. Okay, you're not getting 4K resolution, but you really need 4K TV for that.
And you're getting the Slim controller, which has the Bluetooth for Android and PC and all that kind of new stuff that Microsoft's added and actually made a point to tell you about.
Yeah, the Xbox One S does like, I haven't got a 4K TV. Yeah, but it's 250 quid. That's quite cheap.
It is, and it's so much smaller than the original Xbox as
well. I have got a 4K TV. 250 quid, and I've got a 4K Blu-ray drive in it. That's bargain. The 4K Blu-ray player is like 300 quid on their own.
They said the Samsung equivalent I think is about £400.
Yeah, exactly. It's like basically Blu-ray or DVD player all again. I'll buy PS2 or PS3.
Yeah.
If you want a 4K player, that's like the cheapest option. So it's got everything covers, and the Slim and the Pro don't really cover either. They cover sort of both, but not quite. The Pro has a slight advantage, but 100 quid more, it's plus you need a TV.
Yeah, it's just money in it. So even if you're going to buy a Pro, a VR, and a TV that you can play, you're probably looking at $2,500 or something stupid, and that's not worth it. You buy a PC. At the end of the day, that's the point. If you want all this high fidelity, buy a bloody PC.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It does me. Were you tempted at all, Al, for like an S? Have you seen the sort of comparisons or anything like that?
What's that?
For the Xbox S compared to the Slim, so compared to all the PlayStation stuff.
Not the comparisons. I've only seen like the fact that it is a way better deal, and I feel that PlayStation, even though they made this trick possible. Like, remember when the PlayStation 2 came out, like most of them sold just because it was a DVD player.
Completely.
And it was the cheapest DVD player. Like, how did they forget their own trick?
Well, this thing, the PS3, even though the PS3 was monster expensive on launch, it was still quite well priced for a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, I bought one on launch because it was cheap Blu-ray player, and I had Metal Gear Solid 4 coming.
Metal Gear Solid. I forgot what I was going to say now. I was just about to give you lots of hate for Kojima, like I always do. I completely forgot that. But yeah, so
Metal Gear Solid 5's good.
5's good. It's not a Metal Gear Solid game, though, is it? So it's
But it's fun.
I just honestly, whining Chris about Mega Solid is like my daily. I text him every day saying shit just for the hell of it. Everyone loves Metal Gear Acid though, right? So we're all good. Card games. Oh god, what was I going to say? I don't even know. I'm just like so annoyed because the frustrating thing for me is that there's no games coming out on PlayStation. No first party games. Obviously, there's bloody
because we went around through.
Last week we had a look at your Japanese tricks.
Yeah.
They're all Vita games because the Vita's the best. But so the big marquee title is The Last Guardian, which they didn't say anything about.
They should have steal
one steal of the bird dog thing. I'm sure that would have looked better in HDR.
Griffin.
Did they? God, I can't remember. Yeah, I was genuinely shocked. It's like, I know TGS is just around the corner, but no one goes to TGS.
No, and this is the last Western thing before that release, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it says, literally is. It's like, hey, it's just coming up to fall. Let's do a big showcase and show off the new PlayStation Pro. So it literally should have been first half PlayStation Pro, second half all the games that are coming out for this, fall season. Boom, there's your just.
Well,
just
the
keep
trick
shooting
was
them out one after another.
Yeah, it's like Andy House said when he said, we've got great games coming for PS4. The 3 games he listed was The Last Guardian, Watch Dogs 2, and Call of Duty, which should tell you everything you need to know about what the PlayStation lineup's been like for the last 6 months. Because no one liked No Man's Sky. We played that on the show.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been a great game if it was a 20 quid indie game, but it's not. Certainly nothing to hang your hat on. Gran Turismo's been delayed again. So great, you got The Last Guardian, which they seem very afraid to show, which doesn't fill me with confidence.
I don't know if you can actually show much of that game. That's the only problem.
Well, if you've got nothing else to sell, you've got to show something. They didn't show VR games either, for the record, and that's launching next month and is a platform. It's not just a bloody You know, it's not a controller. It's a £350 platform, and they didn't show any games for it.
No.
But passing mention it's going to slightly improve your frame rate. Sorry, Al.
I can guarantee that The Last Guardian, in terms of PR, is a nightmare because there's literally nothing you can advertise. Because like with No Man's Sky, you had the 18 gigawatt massive galaxy, like you had stupid numbers to shout about. But with Last Guardian, what do you sell it on? It's like, yeah, you and this giant monstrosity like Chihuahua go across the landscape and basically understand the meaning of being what? I don't know. Like, it's so hard to sell that I would have
played the Shadow of the Colossus card though. I would have gone from the team that made you these two games that people that aren't me like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but they don't
play.
Yeah, but a PR will look at that and just go like, niche market. Nah, we'll just shoo it out.
Yeah,
they can't sell anything on it. Like saying something like it's made by the guy who made like Shadow of the Colossus. You know, that thing that came out almost like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I wish we lived in that world in which they could go like, yeah, here's a like. It's gonna be the same as like when Persona 5 comes out. Do you think they're gonna advertise it that much?
No, I'm going to advertise it, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about Persona 5, it's just been reviewed in Japan. It's got a 39 out of 40.
I'm disappointed. It should be 40. It should be 50 out of 40.
Yeah.
I've legitimately pre-ordered the bag and Teddy edition because
it's not
I'm
Teddy,
mental.
it's a cat now.
It's a cat. Oh, it's a Teddy cat. It's a cat Teddy.
Yeah.
It's Teddy. I'm going to call it Teddy if I can.
Yeah.
God,
It's
I
not
love
Teddy.
Fucking. If
If a dude comes out of that cat, I'm gonna be scared.
Yeah, just like Igor comes out of the cat. Motherfucker. Can we just do a Persona podcast next time instead?
No.
Talk about how much I'm legitimately
We can talk about
around
Persona.
Persona 5. If it comes out on Valentine's Day, I've already told my girlfriend nothing's happening. Like, not a chance, babe. Not a chance. Unless it needs to be installed, she ain't got hope in hell.
It won't be
So good.
It'll be quick, install.
Anyway, Persona aside,
Yeah.
for one moment, that was kind of it. So that was the PlayStation, because we were going to have an elaborate like 2-hour podcast talking about lots of cool stuff.
Yeah, because they got no Gamescom, no Paris Games Week.
Nothing.
And I thought, instead of doing those two, they're doing their own conference in New York. They're going to show us all the games. They're going Quantic Dream might show us a bit more of
Detroit and Human.
Yeah, and stuff like that.
Silly.
Diddly squat.
We didn't even see Hugh. I mean, come on, Hugh's just come out, guys.
Yeah.
Like they need more success.
Yeah, I need to see more of that game.
It's got no platinum though, Henry. If you're listening, sort it out. The Vita version, get a platinum.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, Al, have you got a PlayStation Vita? This is the most important question I'm going to ask you today.
No.
Why have you not got a
No.
PlayStation Vita, Al?
Well, until like the other month and where I discovered you can start cracking it, there was no reason to. But maybe now that I can crack it.
You bastard. Yeah, everyone should buy a PS Vita. I was really hoping. I was kind of joking on Twitter, but I was kind of like, maybe they could show a new model of the Vita with like HDMI out and SD cards. I've got to stop believing. I've got to get off Vita Island. I'm all alone now. All alone. Me and my JRPGs.
There's loads of us on Vita Island. TGS, could they show the Vita 2.0 Vita Pro?
Vita Pro. Oh god, that would be awesome. If it was two Vitas on top of each other. Oh wow. No, I don't really know what TGS is going to be. Sorry, how what?
So I just had this great idea because like PlayStation don't want to advertise the Vita, but yet the Vita fan base are so rabid for it, they literally are keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Like
it's mad.
This is crazy because I told Henry Hoffman, the creator of Hue, this that like literally the Vita community are keeping factories open because they order so many of their games.
Mm-hmm. The attach rate is ludicrous. Like something like 25 games. It's like mad.
I mean,
sorry, go on.
Yeah, why don't like PlayStation just make the Vita a separate, like literally just like kick them out, give it like and make it a separate company, just so then they can just stop making stuff.
I don't know why they don't still support it, because I think if you bring a game out, like every first party game they've brought out in the last 4 years for the thing is sold. Like even like Freedom Wars was a really strange like game that shouldn't really have worked over like in the West. And that game did really good numbers, and Seven did really good numbers. Like. I don't get it. It must not cost them much. Put PS2 classics on the thing. Like fuck. Like me and Pete are working on a new project at the minute, And we are considering the Vita as one of the first platforms we want to get it on. Like, because we know people will buy it and people will get the numbers that we want. It doesn't have to be 40 million. You know, we could probably hit 20,000 and be happy with it.
I'm not even kidding you. It's actually a legit business strategy to go for the Vita.
Exactly.
Like,
compare it to the Wii U example. You know, yeah, it's like you probably got more luck. Like the Vita is almost like the Dreamcast. Like the Dreamcast has that community. I don't know you or I was into it, but like you can release a game on the Dreamcast now and actually make money, which is mental because you couldn't in 2001 when the thing was alive.
Yeah.
But now, you know, the Vita was the same. When the Vita first came out, no one gave a crap about it. Now, like
it's because the install base is there and it's got a crap it.
Like, me and my partner have got Vitas. We play them all the time. There's lots of good sales. You've got PSP catalogue and stuff. I'll buy Vita. Stop what you're doing. Get Overwatch, then a Vita.
then a Dreamcast. Get Overwatch and a Vita.
You can then remote play Overwatch on your Vita. I mean, come on.
Yeah, play Destiny
Oh,
on the Vita.
Destiny on the Vita is really good, because they put custom controls.
Jesus.
Yeah, they put custom controls. It's really good.
Yeah.
I don't work for the Vita company that you've just made up, Al, for the record.
What company?
There isn't a copy of Persona 4 Golden in shot right now.
The two reasons to own both console in shot.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, I don't really know what else we can talk about now because the PlayStation thing sucked.
Yeah, there hasn't really been much news either.
No, they've just announced the Harry Potter Lego collection, everyone. So.
That's huge news. There's a new PS4 camera, which is now round.
It's the same as the old camera, but round.
Yeah,
they snuck that into a press release. Also, a stand, Al, if you're interested, to stand your PS4 vertically for £16.
Why?
Who knows, mate? Apparently, people don't
know
have
it's like I know it's been like a classic thing to do ever since like the PS2, but I like mine flat.
Well, every time when we used to be at uni, every time one of us used to stand our console up, he would get knocked over, usually by Pete. To be fair.
Because that man is basically an elephant.
he will definitely not watch this and get offended, so that's fine. He's probably not watching it right now, getting offended.
Yeah. Well, the only thing is, you say about the stand, the Pro is that big. With the stand, it won't take up as much room.
Well, the Pro, if it's a stand, the thing is, the stand is like a legit stand made out of wood that they'll have to come in your house and build it, like they did with the Xbox. I don't know. Imagine trying to stand the Xbox on the side. Fucking hell.
There's stands for it, though. That's the weirdest.
We live in a horrifying world.
They also announced a new headset for 120 quid. It's got 3D audio and for VR and stuff like that.
Can I let you all into a very dirty secret?
Yeah.
I use my Xbox One headset for my PlayStation 4.
I use my PS4 headset for my Xbox One and Wii U.
Wii U? Don't say Wii U. People don't know what that is.
It's terrible. And they announced
Nintendo doesn't even know what a Wii U is.
Nintendo? It's the 3DS, right? That's what the 3DS? No?
Yeah.
Hey guys, don't worry. The NX is going to give it to you.
Yeah.
We all know the NX is going to give it to you.
They announced a bunch of games to play at EGX and the PlayStation VR, including Resident Evil 7. I so want to play that.
You're into horror, now, I think. Memory serves.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I can play horror games.
I play any game. Love games, me. Grand.
Yeah.
Right, so I think
I loved Resident Evil 6. It was a masterpiece.
No.
Fool.
Have you ever played it co-op?
I played 5
co-op with
Luke, and it was the worst thing I ever did. I was like, what is this shit? And he was like, oh, no, it's really good. I was like, no, mate.
Shit.
No, mate.
All Resident Evil's after 4 shit.
No. Yeah. Revelations 1 and 2 are actually okay.
Yeah.
But that was a 3DS game.
Yeah. And then PS4, etc.
Right, so I'm going to end this podcast while we ramble about shit. So, thank you, Al, for coming on for this short podcast.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't as good as we thought.
No, it's PlayStation. There will be another podcast.
I believe we all had higher hopes.
The world had higher hopes. You will hear from Al again. I think him and Pete may come on an indie show in the future. If he wants to. He's had enough of it now. He's just like, fuck this.
No, man, we can talk indie all day. Like, I talk to him non-stop. It's crazy.
I know. You're the man. And of course, if you want to follow Al, go on the HugeUpdate channel on YouTube. It is actually legitimately good. Al and Pete like a good chat as well with lots of people they know, and there's some good, really interesting interviews on there, so check that shit out.
Yeah, sure. Actually, talking about indies, have you played the game Virginia that comes out soon?
Virginia? I have not even heard of Virginia. Please tell me.
No, I haven't either, mate. And I'm an indie developer. That's kind of shameful.
This is the next sort of big indie game that's coming out soon.
Oh, is it coming out to Dreamcast? Is that what you're about to tell me?
It's coming to PS4. It's coming to PlayStation 4. Oh, if we want to try to talk proper in this, we can talk Dreamcast.
Right, let's stop this now. Let's stop before we start talking about the Dreamcast. Thank you, everyone. If you want to follow me at UFGizmo.
Yeah.
If you want to follow Chris,
it's
follow
at Masofdas.
If you want to follow the show, follow us at PodOfWar.
Yeah.
And say goodbye, Al, in the only way you know how.
Oh, say goodbye really awkwardly together. Bye.
Bye.
See you later, bye.
Okay.
Just awkwardly you trying to use a controller. That's I'm going to leave this in. I'm going to leave this in, Chris, okay?
Your controller doesn't want to work.
Because you just got to press it once.
Ah.